In this tabletop review, we're going to talk about some essentials for your bug out bag or your hiking bag, camping bag, whatever you want to refer to it. Now, I've discussed contents in the past in different videos, and I've touched on the topic of wet wipes, which you see we've got a box of wet wipes right here, but I didn't go into a lot of detail. What we have right in front of us is stuff that I would normally put in a bug out bag, or if I was out on a hike or camping. That might include a multitude of plastic bags, hand sanitizer, wet wipes, roll of toilet paper. This stuff has a tendency of consuming up quite a bit of space in your bag. One of the other things that I've noticed in the past is, especially if you use a plastic container like this for your wet wipes or your cleansing cloths, whatever you want to call them, these containers don't take a lot of abuse. And I've had situations where the containers have leaked, and of course there is a certain amount of fluid that's within the container. I've had the fluid leak out. I've also had cracks develop in the container, and I've had the wet wipes dry out and things of that nature. So not really conducive to a bug out bag or your hiking bag. And I know you can purchase smaller packets of wet wipes. So that's not a major issue right there. Now, what I want to talk about is an alternative to packing all of this stuff for when you're going out on a hike, or if you're bugging out, whatever the case may be. And let's go ahead and take a look at a solution for this particular problem. Okay, so what we have here are a couple of products made by a company called PottyPax.com. I'll put the link in the description of the video, and you can head over to their website and check it out. It's a vet-owned company, and I found this to be a pretty interesting little product they came up with. They've actually got two products right at the moment. They've got one, the one on the left in the orange packaging is called the Shit Kit, with a exclamation mark instead of the I, kind of clever. And their other one's called a Potty Pack. So two similar products, but two basically different uses. So let's talk about the Shit Kit first. This orange packaging right here, the retail cost on that's $2.50. If you get a case of them, it's $50. And what's inside this little bag? So inside of this little bag, you have a disposable bag. You have 4 feet of 2-ply toilet tissue, wet wipes with aloe and vitamin E, hand wipes, and hand sanitizer. So you can imagine, given its name of Shit Kit, you can imagine what it's used for. So it's not for a number 1, it's for a number 2. The other item here in the blue packaging is a Potty Pack. And it has a little bit different purpose. It's still for taking care of your number 2, but this one also includes a toilet seat cover. So the Potty Pack would be something you would probably have on you and you would use in a situation where you might be using a porta potty. Maybe you're, I don't know, maybe you're in a public restroom and they don't have paper towels, they may not have seat covers, who knows what the situation might be. But the main difference between the two of them is one of them includes a plastic bag for disposal of your number 2 waste, and the Potty Pack does not have a plastic bag. It includes a seat cover. So two different purposes for these items. Now you can notice these are small little plastic bags here. I've just got them kind of stuck to my display table. They're single-use packages, and I've not actually looked at either of these yet. Since these are brand new, I just got them. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up each one of these. I'm going to take a look at the contents of them and see how the contents stack up, and go from there. Okay, first up is the contents of the shit kit. Love that name. Okay, so this is the flushable moist wipes, single-use packet. Made in the USA. Let's see what else we got in here. We have a small packet of hand sanitizer. Our 2-ply toilet paper. The 4 feet of toilet paper is I believe it is approximate. Well, I wouldn't say it's nice and soft or Charmin, but I think it'll get the job done. And we've got, what else we got in the bag? We've got a small hand wipe packet. And that's all that's in the packet. Of course, we've got our little plastic bag. And let's see what the plastic bag is like. It opens from the end. Again, since I have not looked at this kit before, I'm looking at this for the first time on camera with you. Trying to figure out my way around the plastic bag. What side opens? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. So this plastic bag opens from this end, the small end. Obviously, for doing your number 2 business, as long as it's not explosive, you should be able to accurately land your business inside of this target bag. The bag is approximately, what we got, 7.5 by 12.5 deep. Should be sufficient. There's no pull tabs or zip ties or anything, so I'm assuming that once you've finished with your business, you would probably tie this off somehow in a knot form and dispose of it appropriately. The tush wipes, let's see, just as mentioned on the outside of the package, with aloe vera and vitamin E, single use. Each one of these is sealed, so if for some particular reason you've taken care of business and you don't need one of these particular items, you can save it for later, so that's good. Opening up the main package does not spoil the inner contents, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tush wipes. I don't claim to be an expert in tush wipes, but there's no smell. Kind of smells like baby powder. No obnoxious perfumes or anything on this. It's one big tush wipe. And looks like it's very capable of doing what it needs to do. I'm not going to test this on camera, of course. Well, aside from on my fingers. It does have a nice, sort of like putting hand lotion on. You kind of have that feeling of I just put some hand lotion on my hands. So that's probably the aloe vera or the vitamin E. That looks to be appropriate, kind of right in line with other moist wipes that I've used. The little package of hand sanitizer, which appears to be more than adequate for sanitizing your hands after taking care of your number 2 business. And let's take a look. Clear liquid hand sanitizer. I wouldn't say there's any type of perfume smell. It's without any type of perfume smell. Doesn't really smell like alcohol either. It's an antimicrobial use. Can't read most of the teeny small writing on it, but Don't see any particular issues with the hand sanitizer. This is the wet wipe that's included. It looks like most of these components all appear to be made in the USA. The hand sanitizer has made in China on it. This particular wipe here, US, not this other one. And this other one says made in the USA as well. So we've got, a US company ran by vets, and they're trying to include as many US made products in their packaging as they can. And the wet wipe appears to be standard wet wipes, sort of like the same ones you'd get at a restaurant for cleaning your hands. This does have a somewhat perfume type of smell to it, so it is pleasant, nothing obnoxious or out of the ordinary there. So again, just going back to the toilet paper, since we looked at everything else, it is a 2-ply toilet paper. It's not the softest toilet paper I've felt, but it definitely will get the job done. They claim 4 feet of toilet paper, approximate. I'm not going to break out the tape measure, but I think for most situations, this is enough to get your number 2 business cleaned up, along with the moist wipes. You should be good to go. So I think this is a good quantity of a 2-ply toilet paper to be included in this packet. So that's good. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and move on, and we'll take a look at the Potty Pack next and see what's in that package. All right, moving on to the Potty Pack. Let's take a look at the contents in this particular one. All right, so we've got the same type of Pure Touch moist wipes. And this is our seat cover. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Same type of 2-ply toilet paper, approximate 4 feet of 2-ply toilet paper. The same hand sanitizer. It's, let's see if I can read some of this small print, 3.5 milliliters. This does appear to be a good quantity of hand sanitizer, so it should be appropriate. You could do your hands if you were traveling with children, and you could probably get 2 uses out of this, your hands and your children's hands. It seems like it might be flammable. There's some warning messages on here. You don't want to eat it and put it in your mouth, put it in your eyes. May discolor certain surfaces. It has purified water, glycerine, trilocyan. I can't even pronounce the other word. Trithanolamine and carbomer. Not sure what all those components are. Hopefully they're good for you. Let's see what else we got in here. A wet wipe. Same type of wet wipe we saw before, the moist towelette. Same types that you might see at a restaurant. And then we've got our toilet seat cover. The toilet seat cover, just trying to, almost kind of feels like a plastic toilet seat cover. No, it's got, let's see, it's a paper toilet seat cover. I'm not a toilet seat cover expert, but it does appear to have a smooth finish on one side and more of a paper feel on the other. So, given that I'm not a toilet seat cover expert, I'm assuming the smooth side might be fluid resistant. Maybe that goes on top. This is more or less the same type of course you can't see it too well because of white table, but this is pretty much the same as what you would see in a restaurant bathroom stall. you know, it's got the little flap on it, and you just kind of lay it down over the toilet seat so your skin doesn't actually have to come in contact with the nasty toilet seat, whether that be in a restaurant or a gas station restroom or a porta potty. So it looks like this toilet seat cover is suitable for the job. So that is the content of the Potty Pack. And as you can see from these particular packages, they're not very thick, so maybe a ½ inch thick. Things are folded up and condensed in here in these packages. Packages are approximately 7 inches by about 2 1/4, give or take. And you know, your bug out bag or your hiking bag, you can put quite a few of these in there without issue. Or in your pocket, you know, this could go into a purse. The Potty Packs could fit into a purse. You could put them in your back pocket, jacket pocket, so on. If you were going someplace where there was porta potties, you needed these. And of course, these would probably go in your hiking bag or your bug out bag. You can get quite a few of these in here. So given how much space you would probably use up with a roll of toilet paper and a larger container of wet wipes and some hand sanitizer, very lightweight, space-saving item to have in your hiking bag. So I got a bunch of these now, and they're going in my hiking bag and my bug out bag. I love this, like what I've seen so far. Now, as for before I close on this, just some information about the company. Since Potty Pax was kind enough to include me kind of a little dossier on their company, they basically sent me a letter and said that Andrew, which is one of the founders, was hog hunting in Texas and felt the urge. So assuming that's the urge for number 2. And of course, he had forgotten his toilet paper and hand sanitizer back at the truck a couple of miles back. And at that moment, he realized how essential it was to have a simple, easy to carry single-use toilet kit with him. Wow. So, he also states that he's a U.S. Navy veteran, and that how something like this could be very usable in a forward operating base, and some other miscellaneous information here. But you know, it was really nice of him to send me a letter with this particular order and give me some background on how they came up with this product. That's about everything I have to say at this point. Again, check the link if you want to visit their website. There's not a lot on their website. There's just these 2 products on their website, the Potty Pack and the Shit Kit. And you can purchase directly from their website at pottypax.com.